Floyd Mayweather, a name synonymous with boxing greatness, has found himself at the center of a storm that transcends the ring. Over the years, he has faced relentless criticism, accusations, and now, according to his recent social media posts, death threats and signs of impending attacks on his home and family. The former undefeated champion, known for his flamboyant lifestyle and unapologetic persona, has publicly pleaded for safety, claiming he's been forced to relocate temporarily to protect himself and his loved ones. The reasons behind these threats remain murky, potentially tied to his alleged financial misdeeds, his vocal support for Israel in the ongoing conflict with Palestine, or personal feuds with high-profile figures like 50 Cent and Stephen A. Smith. What's clear is that Mayweather's life, once defined by his dominance in boxing, is now marked by controversy and danger. The saga begins with Mayweather's claim that he's been targeted with death threats, a situation he detailed in a video shared across his social media platforms. He described receiving ominous letters and noticing danger signals around his properties, prompting him to move his family to a temporary residence. "I'm in danger right now with my family members," he said, his voice tinged with a rare vulnerability. For a man who has spent decades cultivating an image of invincibility, this admission was jarring. Mayweather's plea for help was directed at his fans, the government, or anyone who could ensure his safety. The threats, he suggested, could stem from multiple sources, but he offered no definitive answers, leaving room for speculation about the root cause. One potential source of the hostility is Mayweather's well-documented financial troubles. Over the years, he has faced accusations of fraud, tax evasion, and failure to pay debts. His tax issues, in particular, have been a recurring headline, with the IRS previously claiming he owed millions in unpaid taxes. While some of these cases involve the government directly, others pit him against individuals and organizations who allege he swindled them. For instance, Mayweather has been accused of refusing to pay for jewelry he purchased and using fraudulent documents in real estate dealings. These disputes have created a long list of enemies, any of whom could be motivated to threaten him. The boxer himself alluded to this in his video, expressing confusion about why he's being targeted. "I owe no money, yet I get noises of me owing debts over and over again," he said, hinting at the possibility that these accusations are fueling the threats. Among his adversaries, one name stands out: 50 Cent. The rapper and Mayweather were once close friends, their bond seemingly unbreakable. However, their relationship soured, and now they are embroiled in a bitter feud. The rift reportedly began when 50 Cent invested over $2 million in Mayweather Promotions, a company he later discovered was not what it seemed. "I realized there is no Mayweather Promotions," 50 Cent claimed, alleging that the company was a facade. He has since demanded his money back, accusing Mayweather of dodging repayment. The tension between them has spilled into public view, with 50 Cent taking shots at Mayweather on social media and in interviews. "When you gonna give me the money, cuz?" 50 Cent taunted, referencing the alleged debt. Given the intensity of their beef, some speculate that the threats against Mayweather could be connected to this fallout. Mayweather, for his part, has hinted at suspecting someone specific, saying, "I have an idea of one person this could be coming from, and it's crazy." Another figure in Mayweather's orbit is Stephen A. Smith, the outspoken media personality who has clashed with the boxer over his financial troubles. Unlike 50 Cent, Smith's beef with Mayweather appears less personal and more professional. As a commentator, Smith has frequently criticized Mayweather on his show, focusing on the boxer's debts and alleged crimes. "That's all he need to do to erase that debt. Don't go to the damn poker table, don't go to the blackjack table, don't go to the slot machine," Smith once quipped, trolling Mayweather for his lavish spending habits. While Smith's critiques are rooted in his role as a media figure, they've undoubtedly stung Mayweather, who has responded defensively. However, it's unlikely that Smith would escalate their disagreement to the level of physical threats. Their conflict seems more like a public sparring match than a dangerous vendetta. Beyond personal feuds, Mayweather's vocal support for Israel has emerged as another potential trigger for the threats. In the context of the Israel-Palestine conflict, Mayweather has been unwavering in his stance, visiting Israel, meeting with Israeli officials, and launching initiatives like the Mayweather Israel Initiative, which he claims will provide gifts to Israeli orphans. "When I stood behind Israel, I wasn't looking for an endorsement. I felt I had more respect," he said, doubling down on his position. This stance has drawn significant backlash, particularly from those who support Palestine or oppose the war. Mayweather's high-profile visits to Israel, including hosting a barbecue for Israeli Defense Forces troops and meeting with Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, have made him a lightning rod for criticism. Some of the threats he's received explicitly reference his support for Israel, with messages accusing him of endorsing genocide. The dangers Mayweather faces are not just theoretical. He recently experienced a physical altercation while shopping in London's Hatton Garden, a posh jewelry district. According to witnesses, a mob confronted Mayweather, hurling racial slurs and attempting to attack him. The incident reportedly began when someone challenged him about his support for Israel, prompting Mayweather to reaffirm his position. He doubled down and said he was proud to support the Jews, a witness recounted. The situation escalated quickly, with multiple people trying to hit him and his security team struggling to maintain control. Mayweather's bodyguards eventually bundled him into a car, which sped away as drinks were thrown at the vehicle. Mayweather later took to Instagram to downplay the incident, insisting he was neither punched nor touched. "What you're seeing is just my security doing their job to keep things under control," he wrote. However, the episode underscored the real-world consequences of his controversial stances and public persona. The London incident was not an isolated event. Mayweather's home has reportedly been targeted as well, with signs of intruders and threatening messages left behind. These incidents align with a broader wave of high-profile burglaries targeting celebrities like Jason Derulo, Yasiel Puig, and Mariah Carey. Mayweather's lavish lifestyle and frequent social media posts showcasing his wealth, such as his recent purchase of 62 apartment buildings in New York City, make him an attractive target. "Everybody knows he's there, and the house is wide open," one observer noted, pointing to Mayweather's habit of publicizing his whereabouts. Despite having a state-of-the-art alarm system, the break-ins have raised questions about whether the threats could involve an inside job. "You got to wonder what he's thinking of the LA scene," a source remarked, suggesting Mayweather might consider retreating to his Las Vegas base for safety. Adding to the complexity of Mayweather's situation are his ongoing legal battles. Federal agents are reportedly seeking him for questioning as part of investigations into his financial dealings, with a court trial looming. These legal pressures compound the personal and public threats he faces, creating a perfect storm of challenges. Mayweather has insisted that he and his family are currently safe, but he remains concerned about the security of his properties. The viral nature of his plea for help has sparked a polarized response from fans. Some believe he's reaping the consequences of his actions, pointing to his history of scams and controversies. "He's getting the rewards for all of his misdeeds," one commenter wrote. Others, however, feel he's being unfairly targeted and deserves protection. "He should get urgent security and attention as soon as possible," another fan urged. Mayweather's troubles extend into the boxing world as well, where his recent exhibition matches have stirred controversy. His fight with John Gotti III, for instance, ended in a chaotic brawl after the referee stopped the bout early. The two camps clashed in the ring, and tension spilled over into social media, where Gotti's sister, Nicolette, allegedly threatened Mayweather's daughter. "I swear on my kids, I'm coming for your daughter," she wrote, in a message that also insulted Mayweather's family. The bad blood between Mayweather and Gotti persisted into their next encounter, with Gotti later warning Mayweather to stay out of New York. "We'll finish you in New York, you cheat," he reportedly said backstage. These incidents highlight the volatile nature of Mayweather's relationships, even within the sport that made him a legend. Throughout his career, Mayweather has positioned himself as a mentor and supporter of other fighters, claiming he's always been positive and encouraging. "I've always been there for him from day one," he said of an unnamed fighter, possibly referencing his efforts to elevate others in the sport. Yet, this narrative is at odds with the perception of many who see him as a polarizing figure, driven by ego and greed. His nickname, Money, reflects both his success and his critics' view of him as someone who prioritizes wealth over integrity. The allegations of fraud, the unpaid debts, and the public feuds have all chipped away at the legacy he worked so hard to build. As Mayweather navigates this turbulent chapter, the question remains, who is behind the threats, and what do they want? The possibilities are numerous: disgruntled business associates, Palestine supporters angered by his Israel stance, or personal enemies like 50 Cent seeking retribution. The boxer's decision to go public with his fears suggests a level of desperation, a stark contrast to the confident persona he's projected for decades. His call for help is both a plea for safety and a reminder of the high stakes of his celebrity status. Whether he can weather this storm as he did so many opponents in the ring is uncertain. For now, Mayweather is a man under siege, grappling with threats that are as real as they are elusive. The public's fascination with Mayweather's plight is evident in the viral spread of his video and the heated discussions it has sparked. Boxing fans, in particular, are divided, with some rallying behind their idol and others seeing this as a reckoning for years of controversy. The sport itself continues to evolve, but Mayweather remains a towering figure, his every move scrutinized. As he faces these challenges, the boxing world watches closely, waiting to see if the man who once seemed untouchable can emerge unscathed. For those seeking the latest updates on Mayweather and the broader world of boxing, staying connected through platforms like YouTube offers a front-row seat to the drama. Until the next development, Mayweather's story is one of resilience, controversy, and an uncertain future.